Hi, this is Illuminated Readings, and this is going to be a tarot reading for the sign of Taurus between the week of the 25th and the 31st of August. Let's begin. I'm channeling a message here. You might be pushing something to the side that you feel like is not important. You feel like it's a bit of a problem. That's not yours. So Taurus, I see you almost like you're in this energy of surrender. You're almost like sacrificing what doesn't serve you, and you're surrendering yourself to spirit, surrendering yourself to, the divine beings. You sort of put everything on pause, and I see this is you coming into the week, and I see you almost in this energy of being enlightened. You are now enlightened because of, you've put yourself in this sort of situation where you can see things from a different perspective by surrendering. I think you're more or less someone that is very you go after what, if you see something you want or like, or you go straight after it. So it's uncommon for you to be in this sort of energy of pausing before doing something or surrendering. I feel like you're not a type of person that likes to surrender to anyone or anything. You're more of I'll make you surrender kind of energy is what I'm getting. Which is very interesting because it's very unlike Taurus to be very calm. I see you more in your feminine energy, which is fantastic. I mean, I don't know any Tauruses that are like that, but Taurus can definitely be like that. Obviously, they're very strong Earth, fixed placements, and it's very connected to Mother Gaia herself. But I see you very much in your feminine energy, and this is allowing things to grow inside of you. This could be psychic gifts you have as well that are growing inside of you because you're allowing yourself to be in this energy of just seeing what is going on and not reacting to what it is that you see. But I see you almost like a tree here. You're like the biggest tree. I like the biggest tree. You're almost like the tree. The trees are very, they don't move, of course, but they do. But very subtly, and they do talk to one another, but people don't realize, when they shimmer in the wind. Sometimes the wind doesn't shimmer, the wind's not blowing, but they still shimmer. The trees talk to one another, but a lot of people don't recognize this. And I see you sort of talking like this to the other trees, the actual trees. So I see you by being in this energy, you're sort of connected to your core. You're connected really deeply to your energy. And you're connected to Mother Gaia. You're like the biggest tree here. A big tree is like almost like a compliment because the roots, they dig really deep into the ground and they're very connected to the earth itself. So it means you're deeply connected. You're more connected than the trees themselves. And I see you almost like recharging, recuperating your energy. You've been in this sort of high, not hibernation. What's the word when the vampire goes in the coffin and they sort of healing and stuff? It's like like Daredevil when he goes into his coffin. I haven't seen the series, but like I remember watching the cartoons, and he would get mashed up, and he would have a fight with someone, and he get mashed up, and he goes into his coffin, and he comes out in the morning, and he's all healed. So this is what I'm getting for you, doing like some intense healing just by recuperating, just by I don't know what recuperation is for you. I'm feeling it's not sleep. It's not sleep. That's not the way you're recuperating. Maybe it is you just being in nature, in the parks and stuff like that, or being more in your element, doing things that you enjoy doing. But you're recuperating. I see this is your soul. Almost your soul is recuperating. You might be doing things physically, but they bring you satisfaction, and by bringing satisfaction, more satisfaction into your life, you're able to recuperate. So you're not putting yourself in an energy where you feel like you're in danger, or so you need to have your guard up and stuff. No, you've got your you've hung your swords up on the wall. Like, you're not battling anyone, you're not battling yourself. You're healing yourself. It's quite the opposite. It's a really beautiful energy so far, and I see you being more in harmony with yourself, um, and feeling a lot of love. I see you're ready for anything. If anything was to happen, someone is trying to bring you a problem. You've got this sword underneath your bed. You're ready to go at a moment's notice. I see you're quite someone that's quite evolved as a person, because this is your spirituality. Spiritually speaking, you've got a sword ready for anyone. But you're at this moment, you're relaxing, so just chilling out. It's like he's almost on his phone there, like when you're on your bed and you got your phone out, you're like, sort of chilling like that, just having a look, contemplating. What are you contemplating? What are you contemplating? How to manifest. No. You're contemplating your creativity. You're having some creative impulses. You're contemplating. You're having like these ideas. I think you're having like these ideas that you want to manifest into reality and make them actually happen. And I feel like it's coming. The more you're in this energy of, recuperating, the more you're having these creative impulses. They're not ideas, they're impulses. There's a big difference between an idea and an impulse. You're having an impulse is very spontaneous. It's like very coming out of nowhere, and very connected to you, your sign as being Taurus. I see the earth energy is very strong here, and it's very connected, and these flowers are all bloomed, so it means that it's something that's very fruitful, that's going to give you some sort of, well, it's going to give you what you desire. I see, all of these, you've got a cup, pentacle, sword, and a wand on the table there. It means it's everything that you want and desire is there. In these ideas that you're having, your thoughts are on the table. Your thoughts are on the table. There's a saying about something on the table, like put it on the table if you're serious or something like that. It's something like that, but it's already, these things are on the table for you, is what I'm getting. Meaning that if you follow these creative impulses, you're going to have all of this, is what I'm getting. You have the power. You have the power and the strength to do so. But then, coming into the week, you're in this energy of, feeling the love, feeling at harmony with yourself. You're very harmonious coming into the week. So I'm doing this reading a bit late. It's Tuesday today, so you're probably in this energy at the moment. You're very determined, and you're taking action, very focused action. You're like, I want to do this, and I don't want to do that. I know this is good for me, and I know that's not good for me. I'm going to do what I want to do, and to help me progress and move forward. I see you being in balance with your shadow self and yourself. You are sort of the in line with one another. One's not ahead of the other, because you're in harmony at the moment. They're both moving at the same speed. Your shadow self and yourself they're in harmony with one another, and this is creating your armor. This is your protection. You're well protected from yourself, like not from yourself. You're well protected, and this protection is coming from you. Your energy is very strong. Like you're creating your own armor. It's like, you know, like in the Avatar when they got the Earthbenders and they put their rocks around them. It's like kind of like that. But this armor that you're putting around you is ornate, so it's like gems and stuff like that. So it's much more powerful than, you know, just rocks and stuff. You know, gems or like diamonds and stuff. You can't break them. I've seen green gems here, like these ones here. Green gems. Maybe green color is good for you. Maybe having a green gem is good for you. I've got an adventuring. Where's my adventuring? Got an adventuring. Maybe you should get yourself an adventuring. Oh, you can't see the color. But maybe get yourself an adventuring ring or necklace or something like that. So I think some sort of green gemstone would be really good for your heart. So if you look at, if you want to buy one, if you want to buy some jewelry for yourself, just Google, like, you know, which green gemstone is good for the heart chakra, and that will benefit you a lot, I see, because by it tapping into your heart chakra is going to expand your willpower and your control. What? Control over what? Control over the speed of how you're moving. You're not going to be moving unbalanced, like, you know, like, so like say you want to achieve something, you're not going to go a little bit that way and then get distracted and go a bit that way and then go a bit that way again and then get distracted by something else again, you know, going like almost like this. I see like these two, you know, the two sphinxes over here, one going like this and then the other one going like this, and then one, you know, at different times, and it's sort of throwing off your chariot here, and it's, you know, it's damaging the wheels. You want to go straight, but by I think having some sort of green gemstone is going to allow you to it's going to allow that heart chakra to basically be in connection with yourself. It's gonna strengthen your heart chakra. Maybe it needs a bit of a cleanse, but it's gonna allow the two sphinxes, your two sphinxes, which is your shadow self and yourself, to move forward in harmony. I'm also seeing that, pardon me, you've got this magic wand here, and the magic wand here represents, you know, he's pouring his energy from his heart into the wand. So if you're someone that practices, you know, some sort of magic or whatever, I feel like if you get some sort of crystal, green crystal, would be very, very beneficial to you. Because I see you're somebody that is very open to new things. You're not a narrow-minded person. You're quite open to the truth, and you appreciate the truth. You want to be happy, and you want people to be happy around you, or whoever you meet. You just want happiness to be around in your life, and you're trying to align stars so that you can get to your path. You are trying to align the path. Oh, I see what's going on here. You're trying to align the stars so that, you know, with your willpower, so that, you know, you can get to the path to the sun, which is your happiness. So I see you almost like using that wand, almost like, you know, with your willpower, moving the stars around there into a line and making that your path towards your happiness. Stars could be anything. They could be like checkpoints. I'm getting checkpoints here in your story. So maybe you've been already sort of doing this. Have they been doing this already? Yeah, but not with a lot of clarity. Oh yeah, because of this, because you've been in this energy coming into this week. So you've been in this energy before, but not this deep. This time you've gone quite deep. But I see you here within the next day or two being very happy. You're going to be celebrating. You're going to be celebrating. You're coming home to yourself. You're coming home to yourself. And ain't no one cares what I heard. You're coming home to yourself and ain't no one care. Because they've struggled a lot is what I heard. Because you've struggled a lot and lost a lot. Now you're going to the top. You're going to the top now. So you're almost celebrating. Actually, something's coming in for you here. You got some sort of gift. It could be some sort of wealth that's coming in for you. You might be winning some sort of money, but something's coming in for you. You don't need to search for this. So a lot of the times when an opportunity comes in for you, you don't have to search for it. And in this case, in the Page of Pentacles, he comes to the people. He's the one who presents this pentacle to them. They don't go to him. He comes to them. So this opportunity is coming for you specifically. You don't have to go out, do anything. You don't have to go find it. It's got something to do with hills? Trees and hills. I don't know what that means. It's got something to do with trees and hills, this opportunity. Trees and hills. Could be a mountain. I'm not entirely sure. What is this? Hill, trees and hills. Mountain. Mountain? What? I don't know what this is. You know what this is. Broadening out your horizons. Mountain, trees and hills. So, one thing that they got in common, trees and hills, is they're quite tall. You know, obviously hills are taller. And then you've got a mountain which is even taller than the hills. So I feel like it's sort of something that's going to broaden your horizons. It's going to allow you to evolve further and higher than you've been before. Maybe you feel like you're like a tree or a mountain. I mean, I was saying here, like you're like the biggest tree here. So maybe you're really connected to Mother Earth, Mother Gaia. You're really connected to her. And she loves you. But I see you almost being like, you're growing more. Whatever this is, whatever you're going through this week, you're growing more than a tree. You're turning into a hill and then turning into a mountain. And you're being watched over by divine beings as you do so lovingly. They're watching over you lovingly. They care about you and they want you to be happy in this life. They're sending you a lot of positive, loving energy and trying to make sure that you are loved. They send people to you that say strange things that doesn't make sense to them, but it makes sense to you. They might say something to you that's really random, that is out of context of whatever they're talking about, and you're like, what? To you it makes sense, but for them it doesn't make sense. It's because they're channeling without realizing. These spirits are watching over you and they're giving you these messages. I don't think you're fully connected to your intuition. You need a bit more work. I was going to pull your card and I heard you need a bit more work on your intuition and connecting to your spiritual self. You need to maybe meditate a bit more. Meditate's not working for you. What I heard. When you're meditating is not working for you. I think for you to connect more to that's very interesting. So I feel like the way that you connect more to your intuition, or maybe the way that you need to connect more to your intuition, is to learn more truths. learn more truths about things in general, life in general, the world. I feel like it's more of the world that you need to learn more of the truth of, and that's gonna really connect you to your intuition. It's gonna really, really connect you to your sense of duty, your sense of fairness. Not duty, your sense of fairness, like your sense of universal law. That's how you connect to your intuition. That's why you're not able to perceive these divine beings that really care for you. They have a lot of love for you. They try to keep you as happy as they can. It's very emotional. I'm feeling very emotional. They really, really do care for you. And they send people towards you. And they don't know. Sometimes these people might even say to you, like, I don't usually talk to people like you, or, they're very blunt about it, is what I'm getting. They don't know why, but these spirits, these divine beings, they're very, very powerful, and they're basically making them do these things for you. So they really care about you because they know you can't hear them. There's almost like this barrier of clouds. So there's almost like an ear between you. There's like a medium. Do you know what a medium? A medium is like, in science they believe that, obviously, well, it's not obvious, but if you have water and you have air, and they're two different mediums. So if you were to send, or even a better analogy is water and ice. So if you were to send some air through the water or the ice, it will behave differently on the other side. It won't go in the same way. What I'm getting here is like they might be sending you messages, but you're not able to perceive them. But by you learning about this world a bit more and learning truths about the way things are and history in general, it's gonna put you in a position of power within yourself, of realizing what is fear, what is your judgment of things, and what you need to cut out from your life and what you need to keep. I see your aura. If you go off and learn these truths, your aura is going to be very, very powerful. Your root chakra is going to be very powerful. Your aura is almost turned red and yellow, which is very earth and fire. But it's more red than it is yellow. So it means you're very strong in your earth. Your aura is going to be very, strong in your. I don't know what it means if your aura is really strong in your earth element. But I feel like you're going to be more in your power. That's what I'm getting here. Your pillars are going to be very strong. Your pillars. So maybe you feel like you have pillars that hold you up, or in your mind you feel like, spiritually speaking, you have these pillars that are sort of holding up what you believe in and hold up the canvas of truth and life. And I feel like by you learning about these truths, learning about the history of this world, you're gonna increase your intuition. This is I've never considered that this could be even a way of increasing your intuition, but this is true for you here. Drop me a comment down below if this is something for you that you do, because I'm quite interested with this, because I've never heard of this, but I'm getting this right now, that this is a way of increasing your intuition. Maybe it's an earth sign thing, but I see you really benefiting if you do this. You're going to be very strong in yourself, and I see you being almost being swept along. Where are you being swept along to? Where are you being swept along? You're being swept along to blended pleasure. Blended pleasure. maybe it's pleasures of different kinds. It's not a bad thing at all. It sounds good, actually, to be honest with you. Um, yeah, but this is you're going to see success and progress, and you're going to be very enthusiastic by the end of this week, going into next week. You're going to be victorious and very abundant moving forward. You're getting strong Jupiter energy here. Yeah, I see you're balanced as well. Your chakras are going to be very balanced. Your your um your upper chakras and your lower chakras are going to be in harmony, so that when they converge in your heart chakra, they're going to be very strong. So do be mindful. Try to get it. If you already have one, that's fantastic. But if you don't, get one that you can wear, like an amulet, or not an amulet, a necklace or a ring or something. If you can wear it all the time, it's a lot better than having the crystal loose. I mean, the loose crystal is good, but you can't have it with you all the time. I feel like you need to have that screen crystal with you all the time. It's going to really help your heart chakra get more into harmony a lot quicker. But I see you by the end of the week, going into next week, feeling victorious, feeling very victorious and enthusiastic about what's next to come. This is quite a beautiful week for you. It's very magical. It's a very magical week for you. Where, and this is not for anyone else but you. It's specifically for you, Taurus. That it's a very magical week for you. It's only you can appreciate the depth of what you're going through. And now, if you were to explain it to your friends, they wouldn't be able to understand what it is and how you feel. Your challenge for this week is opposition. You're being opposed by someone or people that you think are your soulmates. I don't know in what context are they opposing. So these people are opposing you from loving yourself. Maybe they're saying you're a bit delulu or crazy or whatever because of the way you feel. But know that your feelings are valid. They don't need to understand whoever these people are, what you're going through. No, I don't think they will be able to understand, given that the way the work you've been doing, the shadow work you've been doing, and they can't. I don't think they're able to understand the depth of what it is that you're going through, because it is very deep. You're being really loved by spirits and divine beings. Maybe these are the same people that these divine beings and spirits send to you to look after you, and give you messages, channel messages without them even realizing that they're saying something that may mean nothing to them, but you know exactly what it means. Know that's not coming from them. If you have these people, know that those things that they say are not coming from them. These are messages coming from the divine beings that love you. They want you to be out of these situations. They're helping you get out of situations that don't serve you, and they're helping you do this by empowering you to be the best you can be. Oh, I've got chilled. Like, they're empowering you. Okay, they're here with me right now. I can feel their love. They're very, very powerfully loving energy. But they're helping you not escape, but helping you conquer situations that are not beneficial to you. But they're empowering you to take them on rather than taking you away from them. And the reason why they're making you empowered is because you are someone who is very connected to the earth. You are an earth mother or an earth father. You are someone that's really connected to Mother Gaia. Mother Gaia, she really loves you. And you nurture what you love. You're very prosperous and you nurture yourself. You nurture others and yourself. And you have a very strong power and a strong purpose in this life. It's got something to do with femininity. Maybe you're meant to heal the feminines or something like this. You're meant to heal the feminine energy to help guide them because you're very, very strong. We've got chills again. You're very, very strong wherever you are. I see you're very connected. I feel like you need to learn more truths about this world. I'm getting very strongly here. You need to learn more truths about this world and learn more history. Not for the sake of learning, but for the sake of strengthening your spiritual connection. I don't know how this is connected to your spiritual connection. Only you can figure this out, if I be honest with you. But this is this is the key here for you, that you need to learn more about this world's history, learn more about this world, what people have done. What I mean by this history is what people have done, what regimes have come and gone, which civilizations have come and gone, what wars were fought over, what knowledge was, there, what was there before, Christ, and what was there after Christ, but not what we are told in schools and stuff like that. But you need to go up and almost read books about this sort of stuff. Maybe go to a bookshop and buy some books for yourself in regards to history, biographies of don't buy biographies, buy autobiographies. I'm very funny about biographies because they're written about someone from someone else. I prefer autobiographies. See if you can get some autobiographies and they can help you. Or journals, scientific journals. Scientific journals are fantastic. Scientific journals are written by scientists that, well famous scientists when, they're discovering something or something along those lines. But this is really the key here for you, because in the future, this is you're the Empress in the future. And can you see how she's got her legs crossed like that? And she's meditating on this stump. She's like on this stump and she's meditating. It looks like a seat, but it is a seat, but it looks like a stump to me. That you're like sort of sitting on this stump and you're meditating. It's like your feet are up and it's just like this part here is her dress, but I don't feel like it's a dress. I feel like that's like, her, that's like the leaves of the tree, whatever that is. Or there might be a bush in front of it, but I see the bushes coming up and it's wrapping you around like a cloak, and it's like Mother Nature, Mother Gaia, she loves you a lot. Yeah, so you got an anchor here, so you're meant to bless and protect the feminines with purity. And you're gonna be in this energy in the future, and you're gonna be very connected to the divine realm. You're gonna be very connected to the divine realm. Look, she's got a feminine symbol here. She's got that right there. I didn't even realize, but it was right there. You're doing this from a state of purity. Your aura is gonna be shining. You're a healer. Your aura in the future is gonna be white and gold. At the moment, your aura, if I can find it, is beginning to, it is coming into the week. It's just gold around your head. In the future, it's going to be white and gold, mostly white with it. You can't see it, but it's mostly white with glimmers of gold inside. And the gold's not regular gold. It's like different degrees of gold. It's like different. It's hard to explain it. It's like different. What's the word? Dimensions of gold. Is dimensions the one? What do they call it? They say there's 7 dimensions, 8 dimensions, whatever. It's something like that. Like you're in different reality, different realms. That's it. It's like different realms. Gold from different realms. So you're someone that's very powerful. Again, you're very connected. 4 and 5. 9. Oh wow. You're gonna be very you're gonna have more, you're gonna have one, you're gonna be in the spiritual realm and the physical realm at the same time, but you're gonna be more in the physical than in the spiritual in the future. But I see you almost being revered by spirit, and they're gonna be watching over you even when you take over this position of power, when you're gonna be in this position of power. So you're someone very important to the future of this planet. Whoever you are, it's not going to be for everyone, I'd imagine, because to be the sort of person is you know, you have to have the goods. You're going to be successful. You're going to be very successful. We're going to be very grateful and happy in the future. How long is this? How long is this in the future? 8. So it could be 8 weeks, 8 months, 8 years. Years is what I'm hearing. 8 years from now. But in 8 weeks, you're going to see the beginning of this situation. You're going to have the strength to, you're going to have the inner strength in 8 weeks to embark on this journey. You're going to have the clarity, yeah. So in 8 weeks from now, you're gonna begin this journey. So 888 is gonna be significant for you. 8 is significant for you. Maybe you have a tattoo as well. I'm getting, or you have 888 or 8 or 88, 8 or 888. Not 8. Is it 88? No, not 88. Or you might have an infinity symbol on you somewhere, tattooed on you. This is your sign that this is for you. But you're gonna have clarity in 8 weeks, and you're going to have the inner strength, and you're going to begin this journey to becoming the Empress. I don't know what lies next for you, but it's looking fantastic. You're someone that's very important, is what I've got to say. So I'm going to leave your reading here. If you did like the video, leave me a like, comment, subscribe. If you do fancy getting a reading from me, if you want to go more in depth and figure out exactly how you get to this energy, just drop me a message. I've got my email, or you can just drop me a message, and yeah, I'll get back to you. But if you did like it, stay tuned, and I'll be back again soon.